Welcome back to the LOGA Capital Report. I'm Tanner Watson. With the 2022 Louisiana legislative session now wrapped up, LOGA saw a lot of positive activity with our priority legislation. So without further ado, let's dive right in, starting with bills that LOGA supported this session. Our biggest battle this year was over the payment under protest issue as it pertains to certain ad valorem tax assessments. Senator Brett Alon introduced a bill that's basically an add-on to a bill authored by Representative Stefanski last session that gave operators the venue of the Louisiana Tax Commission to dispute property taxes. This bill will give additional time and eliminate paying under protest when challenging an ad valorem tax assessment. The bill has made it out of both chambers and is awaiting the governor's signature or veto. Senator Alon also spearheaded our Orphan well legislation. One of his bills creates a new position at the Department of Natural Resources to handle federal monies pertaining to the Oilfield Site Restoration Fund, which of course collects fees from oil and gas companies to fund the plugging and abandonment of Louisiana's orphan wells. This bill was signed into law by Governor Edwards, effective immediately. The other removes the $14 million cap that companies pay into the OSR in order to receive the maximum $200 million of funding from the federal government from the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act that was signed into law last November. This bill is awaiting the governor's signature or veto. Senator Alon also ran a bill that reallocates monies collected from coastal use permit enforcement action to increase deposits into the Coastal Resources Trust Fund. This bill has passed both chambers and is awaiting the governor's signature or veto. Senator Bob Henskins reintroduced a bill from last year's session dealing with risk fees for non-participating owners in drilling units. This bill was signed into law by Governor Edwards effective August 1st. Representative Neil Reiser authored a bill specific to Caldwell Parish dealing with the existing right of a storage facility operator to expropriate property for the purpose of drilling through a storage facility. This bill was signed into law by Governor Edwards effective August 1st. Senator Stuart Cathy presented a bill that bans all Russian oil imports into Louisiana. This bill was signed into law by Governor Edwards effective immediately. Senator Cathy also introduced a bill that prevents local governments from requiring fuel retailers to provide charging stations at their business, among other things. The bill has passed both chambers and is awaiting the governor's signature or veto. Similarly, Representative Philip DeVilliers ran a bill that prevents local governments from restricting the use of liquefied petroleum gas. This bill has passed both chambers and is awaiting the governor's signature or veto. Representative Barbara Freiberg ran a bill that imposes a road usage fee on certain electric or hybrid vehicles. This bill has passed both chambers and is awaiting the governor's signature or veto. Senator Sharon Hewitt introduced a resolution urging the Biden administration to resume offshore lease sales. This resolution made it out of both chambers and now goes to the Secretary of State. Lastly, Senator Mike Reese authored a bill that extends the Competitive Projects Payroll Incentive Program to July of 2026. This bill has passed both chambers and is awaiting the governor's signature or veto. As for the bills that LOGA opposed this session, Representative Cedric Glover ran a bill that bans fracking if it's within a quarter mile of a school, nursing home, or residence, and Senator Robert Mills ran a bill that requires oil and gas companies to pay fees for extracting surface water. We were able to successfully kill both of these bills in committee. Now, let's take a look at some of the other issues that were hotly debated this session. First things first, the budget. The legislature passed a $39 billion annual budget in record time with very little opposition in both chambers. The budget includes a $1,500 annual pay raise for K-12 public school teachers and a 3% pay raise for higher education faculty. Money was allocated for new I-10 bridges in Baton Rouge and Lake Charles. Another $100 million was set aside for local projects. The budget will also refill trust funds to pay unemployment benefits and rainy day funds, as well as pay down pension debts. Governor Edwards has signed the budget into law. Next, we have the hot button issue of abortion. The legislature passed a bill by Democratic Senator Katrina Jackson that will land a doctor in prison for up to 10 years for performing an abortion if Roe v. Wade is indeed overturned by the Supreme Court. That bill is awaiting Governor Edwards' signature or veto. The governor has said that he is going to sign a bill that bans transgender athletes from participating in women's sports. The bill was authored by Senator Beth Mizell and will be known as the Fairness in Women's Sports Act. And last, but certainly not least, guns. What originally started out as a bill to allow you to conceal carry without a permit turned into a bill that allows teachers and administrators to be armed as a result of the national discourse on gun control in the wake of the deadly mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas. The bill is awaiting the governor's signature or veto. That just about wraps up the final edition of this year's LOGA Capital Report. Check back next session as we look to see where the oil and gas industry is headed in 2023. Please stay connected with LOGA on the online platform of your choice as we maintain our trademark round-the-clock advocacy for Louisiana's oil and gas industry. With LOGA TV, I'm Tanner Watson. We'll catch you next time.